Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles. Today I'm doing my July TBR. First book that I want to read this month is Drowning Faith, which I believe is a novella within the Popular trilogy, but told from Nate Jaw's point of view. So shout out to Rachel Unread on Twitter for sending me this. I'm really excited to read it. As you all know, I love the Popular trilogy. I have reviews of all of the books on my channels, and I rated them all 5 stars. Well, 4.75, but basically 5 stars. I meant to read it sooner, but I typically don't read on my phone, so I kind of forgot about it, but I am excited to make an exception to read this. The next book that I want to read is A Prince on Paper by Alyssa Cole. This is the third and final book in the Reluctant Royal series. So I do have reviews of everything else in this series so far. The first book, A Princess in Theory, the second, A Duke by Default, and the 2 novellas that follow some side characters, but I am interested to see how this one is. I believe it's about Noletti's cousin Naya, who we first met in A Princess in Theory and got a little bit of in A Duke by Default. Other than that, I don't really know the premise. I don't know the setup. I'm just gonna go into it blind and see how it goes. Unfortunately, because this is mass market paperback though, I'm probably gonna have to find the audiobook for it. Hopefully I like this one as much as I like the last one, and then after I finish this, I think I'll start in on her other series, which I believe is called Runaway Royals. The next book that I want to read is We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faizal. I'm going to be honest, I don't really know what this is about, but I specifically wanted to support this author because I've seen people go out of their way to try to rate her work lowly or compare it to other people's stuff. I've talked about this before, how someone read the second book in the series and rated it 1 star because they were confused, knowing that it was the second book and didn't read the first book. Also because people are calling her upcoming release, Attempts of Tea, a knockoff of Six of Crows. Anyway, I hope that I like this one. I have heard good things, although I haven't seen it talked about as much as I would have liked. Mostly, I've only seen it talked about by other creators of color, and in general, the community needs to do better about reading diversely. So I just want to support her, so I think this one is going to be pretty good. The next book that I want to read is Girls of Storm and Shadow, the second book in the Girls of Paper and Fire series. I do have a full review of the first book on my channel, so I will link that in the cards and in the description. I was enjoying Girls of Paper and Fire until I got to the epilogue, because the one thing that I wanted to happen didn't happen. And I know that it's a trilogy, so there needs to be conflict or whatever, but I feel like that could have been done without the thing that happened at the end of the book. My Libby hold is going to be available for this soon, so I decided to move it up on my TBR. I believe that the third book comes out later this year, but so far I don't think that there has been a title or cover reveal, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully this is good and I like it, and if I do, I will pre-order the third. If I get through all of these, I am going to try to squeeze in Desperate Measures by Katie Robert. So a lot of people are jumping on the Katie Robert train. I've been hearing great things about a lot of her books, and I have not read anything by her, but I am interested to see how this book is. I do have it on my Kindle. It was available on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm gonna take that dive and see how I like it. I've heard great things about it, to be honest, and in this one, I believe it's a what if Jasmine ended up with Jafar. That could be interesting. So we'll see how it goes. If I like this one, I'll keep reading the rest of the series. I know they're not connected and each one is a different story. I just want to read them in order. My brain just prefers it that way. So we'll see how that goes. Those are all the books that I plan to read in July. Let me know if you have read any of these or if they are on your TBR. Otherwise, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next video.